everybody. I'm Larry Ridley and NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the Wildcard Round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Bengals going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the D-line's going to spread out. Murray the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college. But Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
All right, let's go. Let's go, let's go.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Murray. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vontaze Burfict.
Good timing. Fuck me.
And it'll be a loss of about
God
8.
damn it.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the
that
offense have
sucked.
done to adjust and account
Stupid.
for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Walford in motion, the tight end. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free.
Terrible.
And brings up 4th down.
Terrible first fucking possession. God damn it.
One of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back.
Oh, my God.
He should have caught it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. In the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
All right,
nice
Bengals.
completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you work some of his games.
See if my reaction times myself for this game.
In the NFL, what progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Complete outright to Kurz. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Dalton, bootlegs out. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Come on.
18 there as the drive will continue.
Fucking kidding
I know
me?
many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out there to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow,
what?
You got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that
Crab,
play,
you bitch.
all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
2nd down following the incompletion. throw again from their own end zone. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that's complete to Walford. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. And the play clock's running down. Now Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decide they'd take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
God damn it.
Last drive, then the interception happened. Will they recover?
Come on.
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Okay.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Dalton gives to Bernard. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Again, here's Bernard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Caught.
Come on.
And he's taken
Gotta
down,
be fucking kidding me.
Into enemy territory across the 40.
Exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And now a first down following that long gain. One receiver left, 3 to the right. A first down throw coming for Dalton.
Sure, Bernard's gonna fucking chip Khalil Mack. Get out of here.
Get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And boy, they had
nonsense
for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On second down, Hill, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Jesus, is it really that many over and crosses? Good Lord.
First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a
learn
defense.
defense.
They told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
They'll run it with Hill. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
From the 4, it's second and goal. Now a carry for Bernard. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. Despite only... And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jermaine Curse from a yard out. And the Bengals are in for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that.
This is a fucking piss-poor effort.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And now here come the Raiders. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. So after that big game, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They come out here in the eye. One receiver to the left is Cooper. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll
okay.
got him for a sack.
What sense did that make, Murray? Just fucking missed the chip. Alright, guys. Fucking remember how to play football.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now Carr throwing on second down. Finding time. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Clive Walford from 21 yards away. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers, but those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The grab made by Curse over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender
What?
going upfield.
What the shit is that?
And then breaks it off, usually after about
That's,
3 to 4 steps. And cuts
that's
towards the
some
middle of the
shit.
field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Passing, it's Dalton.
Oh my God, are you... Oh!
Taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a
Absolute
timeout
fucking
by the offense.
nonsense.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Throwing left
Where
side
the...
here, and
Oh
it's
my God.
complete. And inside the
Shouldn't there be 2 people right there?
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup.
Terrible first half.
Cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Okay.
Let's see if they do just that.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Seven yards to go on second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. He's got time in the pocket. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now after the INT, it's Carr.
What in the shit kind of break is that? Oh my.
Second pick of the game, and
Okay.
second down.
No one's going to help me, I see.
So they just got the football.
Oh my God.
Right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up.
All right. Who cares?
The coach you're worried about yelling
Take
at
it
you.
easy.
It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Carr turns, hands to Murray. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray taking it in. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get
as soon as I'm done
here.
Yep, about 15 minutes.
Once he did, use his nose for the end zone.
Okay, then no, I cannot at this moment. Then leave him and I'll leave him and I'll get them all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and
I cannot right now. I'm in the middle of my playoff game. Well, how is this not the perfect time to do it? And why are you mad?
Over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they
then
can
wait.
do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10.
Oh, come on.
One-handed. What a grab. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First and 10 for Dalton. Surveying the field. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Let's give plenty of credit to the defense there. They stumped them on 2nd and short. But if you're the offense, why would you change what you're doing? You've got a whole nother down to pick it up, and maybe even a 4th if you so choose.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, that better be holding.
35, he goes to the 32-yard line. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively, things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called, not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
Second down and 4. Second down, Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Dalton throwing on second down. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Here's Dalton, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And now the rookie's free. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's second down. Dalton looking. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Amerson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one, because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Murray. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Third down and 3. Carr going to try and throw on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that pickup on the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. They go with Murray again. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They come out here in the I. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Only needed a yard, instead went backward.
Oh, come on.
And the punt over the side in
Jesus.
the air, and the stop will be inside the 35. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Dalton now to pass. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Mario Edwards in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Gabe Wright in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Oh, what a move. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
One receiver left, two to the right. Carter throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Finding time. He finds Crabtree for the completion. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come out here in the eye. Now Carr with a give to Murray. Shreds the tackle. Latavius Murray. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Second and 10. Dalton once more. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. carries piling up. It's Murray again. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. He said they were poised to make a deep run in the playoffs this season, and it's off to a terrific start with a win here.
And once you get to the second round of the playoffs, your goals have been met in a big way, and now you can start to think even bigger.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
Thanks for watching.